All right, so I don't. This whole video is gonna be freestyle. So everything's just gonna come within me. I have nothing written. So every of these videos is just raw and uncut. You know what I mean? It's just in the moment. So today we're gonna be talking about driver's license. You know what I mean? Not the song, but the actual driver's license, right? So what I want you guys to understand is don't feel bad if you don't have a driver's license at age 15 or 16 or like even 17, because you have to understand, like, it's better to be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? I know a lot of my friends, bro. A lot of my friends, they already have their driver's license. You know what I mean? And like at 16 or even 15. You know what I mean? They started driving since they were 13. You know what I mean? I know some people have been driving since the age of 13, middle school. So like I understand. And and people like that, right? You think that they have more experience than you, but it's kind of counterintuitive because they're still in that learning stage. You know what I mean? At age 15, 16, like what have you experienced? You know what I mean? Like, have you actually gotten out there and um driven well? You know what I mean? You might have got your driver's license, but that doesn't really mean anything because a driver's license could equate to, you know what I mean, just around that area. You just pass around that area. You know what I mean? When you get into those highways, those freeways, those are the most scariest. Those needs the most time and the most patience. And don't just go out there and just like rush into it and just say, oh, since my friends are getting it, so that means I need to get it. But you have to understand, my older sister, she got her driver's license when she was 23. 23. So during that time, she was not really focused on like just ensuring that she gets a driver's license, right? And drives out at age 16, because she could have done that easily. You know what I mean? Because all of her other friends were doing it. But you have to understand that, like I said, experience on the wheel is much more important than going the fast route. You know what I mean? Because I know some of my friends they've been through accidents. You know what I mean? Some of them have been paralyzed from the waist down. Like, this is not no joke. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like 16, 17-year-olds, bro. They ain't even graduate yet, and they've already been in car accidents. So you have to understand, like, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to miss out on a piece of card. It's a piece of card, bro. What are you missing from that? Like, you have to understand, once you look at it at a different perspective, different angle, then you're gonna understand it. And I understand that some families are less fortunate, and some people might not have the same resources that I do, but most people that are watching this video, you guys probably have parents or grandparents or like aunts and uncles, you know what I mean, that are willing to teach you, you know what I mean, and just teach you for at least a good 3 to 4 years, bro. Because in my opinion, I really feel like you should be able to get a driver's license at age, like, I'm gonna be honest, like 19 to 21 range, because that's when you've fully matured mentally, you know what I mean, in almost all aspects, right? So it's much more like safer to give somebody that's graduated high school, that's been through all 12 years, and that are like that've been, you know what I mean, through the education system, and they knew all the laws. And I feel like people just they, they, they bring a huge emphasis that if you don't get your driver's license at this time, then you're missing out. And let me tell you something, bro. You're not missing out. You're not missing out on anything. The only thing you're missing out on is what you have in front of you. You know what I mean? That the car can wait. The car can wait. What about your mental stability? How is that looking? You know what I mean? Because if you're not mentally right, how can you drive? I'm saying, like, I'm not a bad person. I'm giving you guys this information because I should care. Like, a lot of people, they're not gonna do this. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people need to understand that you need to focus on other aspects before you obtain this piece of card, like a license, because a license is a big deal. That means you're okay with everything. Like, you're mentally right, you're physically right, you're emotionally right, you're spiritually right. And a lot of people are not eating that healthy. So, you know what I mean? They're not going to drive with the most experience, you know what I mean, on the road, because they haven't had enough years behind the wheel, you know what I mean? And these are like people like in high school getting these licenses, you know what I mean? And this is a big deal. You might not look at it as a big deal, but it is. And moving on to another topic I wanted to talk about, you know what I mean? You could be in college right now, and you could have parents willing to drive you to college. And if you understand that you have parents driving you to college, why do you need a car? Why do you need a car for transportation? Just to look cool? Just to pull all the IG baddies? You want to pull all the IG baddies? Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta understand that not only that it saves money, it saves time as well, you know what I mean? Like, if your parents or grandparents or aunts and uncles are willing to drive you, you know what I mean, to school and back, or wherever you want to go, then there's really no need to get a driver's license at that time frame. But I understand the need for a car, you know what I mean, if you're almost done with college. And I honestly understand the need for it, because after that point, you're on to the real world, you know what I mean? And after that point, you actually have enough experience, and then that's when the reasonable amount of time to get a license comes in, is when you have the most experience, you know, with education, or like the laws when driving, you know what I mean, that you're not going to make stupid accidents. Because a lot of my friends have made stupid accidents, and some of them have been paralyzed because of it. I have friends literally been paralyzed. So I know these things, and I know these situations people put themselves in just to be looked at as cool and not weird, or, you know, not being left out. So I don't want to make this video too long, and, you know, this goes out to all the people, you know, that might be in high school or even college. You know, I got maybe some middle schoolers too, but it depends, bro. It really depends on your mindset and how you know what I mean, go about your day, how you do things throughout your day. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's all I really wanted to say. But with that being said, I'm signing off.